But what's more important is the credibility that I get from my song. You know, even if he gave me the money and said, for example, if you offered to give me the whole $40 million right now, all right, but you have to sign a paper saying that this was all a mistake and that, you know, this is not your song, I refuse to take it.
What will you feel like? I mean, this is going to go to the jury here pretty quick,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I'm praying.
Okay.
I'm praying.
Do you think you
I think it's in God's hands.
Do you think you proved your case?
I think the jury and anyone else who's heard the songs know that the songs are too similar to be coincidence. And the fact remains that I hold first copyright. My copyright predates Michael, no matter how they try to change that factor or change the focus of that fact. And that's the whole point, the whole purpose of having a copyright registration is to settle disputes like this one.
There have been some comments, even you made.
Crystal Cartier testified she was devastated when she first heard Michael Jackson's song Dangerous on the radio, a song she claims he stole from her. Now she wants a jury to award her compensation to the tune of $40 million. But attorneys for Jackson argued the pop star never heard Cartier's music and added, "You will hear Michael Jackson tell you he did not steal it, that he and his composers personally wrote the hit version of the song." On the witness stand, Cartier told the court she wrote Dangerous in 1985. She gave a copy to Jackson's road manager at a Denver concert in 1988, and later to a record company associated with Jackson. One issue the jury must decide is, are the songs alike? Cartier copyrighted her Dangerous 7 months before Jackson, but attorneys for the star maintain he never heard Cartier's version, and it's just not the same song.
Mysterious as ever, Michael Jackson slipped quietly into Denver late last night and took the witness stand today, denying he stole the song Dangerous.
This is the Michael I'm obsessed with.
Denver singer-songwriter Crystal Cartier is suing Jackson, claiming she wrote Dangerous in 1985, and the pop superstar recorded her song and made millions off her work. But on the stand, Jackson said he composed the words and music to Dangerous himself. On the witness stand, an animated Michael Jackson sang parts of Dangerous and also sang a few bars of his song Billie Jean. Jackson's lawyer, Daniel Hoffman, asked the reclusive superstar, "Did you ever in your life before this lawsuit hear of Crystal Cartier?" "No," Jackson replied. "Did you ever hear Dangerous by Crystal Cartier before this lawsuit?" Jackson, "No. I'm more than positive. It's the honest truth." News 4 legal analyst Dan Kaplis on the Jackson testimony.
I think it was a 10 because he did what he had to do legally, which was explain to the jury where the song Dangerous came from. He gave the jury a very logical origin for the song that had nothing to do with Crystal Cartier.
Cartier says she did not find Jackson's testimony as compelling.
I wasn't impressed. I thought it was a nice performance that the defense put on with him singing. I expected him to get up and start dancing any minute, you know.
Here are both versions of Dangerous. There's no doubt that Michael Jackson was the main attraction in court today, but the most noticeable sideshow was his adversary and her style of dress. Cartier arrived in a black leather miniskirt and a revealing top that didn't hide much and didn't play well in federal court. The judge ordered her to leave and change. She returned a short time later in something a bit more subdued.
Jackson told the court Dangerous originated with a song called Streetwalker.
And for Streetwalker, the bass melody went and I would take that bass lick and put the chords of the melody over the bass lick. And that's what inspires the melody or the other sounds that I'm hearing in my head, but that is the bass lick.
When asked where his ideas for the music comes from, he recalled one of his biggest hits.
When creating the song Billie Jean, I was riding in my car and it started with the bass lick again. which goes. And on top of that, I hear the chord. Then the melody, she was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one. And the lyrics, the strings, the chords, everything comes at that moment like a gift that is put right into your head. And that's how I hear it.
His attorney, Daniel Hoffman, zeroed in on the key issue. Did Jackson steal the song Dangerous from Crystal Cartier?
Did you ever in your life hear a person named Crystal Cartier before this lawsuit was filed?
No.
Did you ever hear a song written by Ms. Cartier called Dangerous before this lawsuit was filed?
Never in my life.
You're positive?
I'm more than positive. Son is true.
And a performance for the court of the controversial song.
The lyrics are, I never thought that I would knock on the phone. My baby cried, she left me standing alone. She's so dangerous. The girl is so dangerous. And that's pretty much how it happened, just hearing those chords which inspired the melody.
Michael Jackson's trip to Denver was low-key. His performance in court, only 50 minutes. But the result may have saved him $40 million.
Good morning, Mr. Jackson.
Good morning. Who do I work for?
Yes.
Well, I work for myself.
Jackson worked a little for the court, too, singing several songs, including Dangerous.
I never thought that I would knock on the phone. My baby cried, she left me standing alone. She's so dangerous. The girl is so dangerous.
At least once, the judge in the case chastised Jackson, but not for his singing.
Who has control over this vault, Mr. Jackson?
Who has control over the vault?
Yes.
Well, my office, the engineers. For instance, all the songs I did on Dangerous, some could be in the vault, some could still be at the studio. So the engineers have to have access to these tapes all the time so that they may keep copies at the studio.
Mr. Jackson, just answer the question.
I'm just trying to tell her the situation.
Just answer the question.
I'm answering the question.
You're not.
Trying.
You're failing.
But Jackson far from failed. He left the court as quietly as he came, as quietly as the king of pop can. Rick Salinger, News 4. Where do these songs come from? Michael Jackson says he feels them. He testified to it in court.
When creating the song Billie Jean, I was riding in my car and it started with the bass lick again, which goes. And on top of that, I hear the chord. And the lyrics, the strings, the chords, everything comes at that moment like a gift that is put right into your head. And that's how I hear it.
You just start singing the lyrics?
Absolutely. When I said Billie Jean is not my lover, I didn't think about it. It just came. It all dropped in my lap at once.
By the way, do you read music?
No, I don't. I don't think it's necessary.
And can you tell us when you started composing music?
Probably since the age of 7.
What happens to songs that you compose complete but are not released to the public?
Well, I put them away in a vault.
And how many songs are usually working on at any one time? One, more than one?
Oh, gee, about 5. About 5 songs.
Are any of the songs that are unreleased, the songs that you compose but are not released, are they ever used again for any purpose?
Sometimes. I'll kind of resurrect them, and I have an idea what I want to use it for.
For Dangerous, Michael said he resurrected his song Streetwalker and turned to an old music tool, the tape recorder.
Well, usually when I write songs, I I get in it. I vocally, I orally use melody into a tape recorder.
From the tape recorder to the stage, it's a process that has made him the king of pop, and he doesn't even read music. Rick Salinger, News 4.